I often describe the world as beautiful and heartbreaking, right? We live in a beautiful and heartbreaking world.
I mean, all of us are living during really historic times, times of crisis, times when it feels like our world is on fire. And so we're really at a crossroads, globally down to our local community level.
While there's an image of the Central Coast as being wealthy and elite, the fact of the matter is there's hunger here, there's poverty here, and there are issues of extreme environmental injustices.
Oftentimes there are, agencies and foundations with all good intent to do the right thing, but we don't really hear from the folks who are most closely impacted.
There are a lot of people doing great work on their particular issues, but they don't necessarily cross-pollinate.
People don't live single-issue lives. So if you're not coming at the work from an intersectional perspective, if you don't understand that disability justice is social justice, racial justice is social justice, economic justice is social justice, and the ways that all those things interconnect, you're not really doing the work in a holistic way.
The only way to address these issues is to come together and work collaboratively.
Philanthropy needs to be a community effort rather than just the few top 1%.
The fund's design was always about connecting philanthropy with folks who are directly affected by issues.
The fund is really based on the idea that people know their own challenges best, and therefore the solutions need to come from people that are experiencing whatever that issue is.
We were looking for people who were active themselves, who had knowledge of the issues that we were concerned about, and yet were willing to work beyond their individual issues.
So unlike other foundations, in the case of the fund, the grant making is led by grassroots community leaders who are part of our grant making committee.
Here you have grassroots advocates deciding how our dollars are going to be spent.
You're actually going to the community, hearing from the community who is impacted. You don't really know the story until you really see the folks who are doing the work quietly.
These are people who are seeing injustice in their lives and trying to figure out how to make a difference, and the fund is there to say, hey, here's some tools, here's some community, here's some resources. Do you need some seed money to get that idea up off the ground?
What they fund and what they support, it's about who we are, what we struggle for. It didn't feel like they were just supporting our work, but they were with us.
There's this palpable feeling to the fund, and that the activists that we support often can envision hundreds and hundreds of people standing behind them because of the fund's community.
A lot of their work is dedicated to building relationships, bringing organizations and the community together. It really is that unity that really drives progressive change.
Now you have a trusted voice to say, how do we elevate, how do we bring you together?
I really appreciate the role that the fund plays, not just within our local nonprofit movement ecosystem, but within our funder ecosystem in the Central Coast. And it actually helps move a lot of our local foundations to think about social justice, to think about root causes.
We take care of each other. It is who we are as a community. And it can't be just in a moment. It has to be lasting. It has to be all the time.
I hope that the fund enjoys 25 more years of success and visibility and good work.
I really want the next generation to grow up in a different world than we did. I envision a world that's connected to abolition and justice and human rights, and I really resonate with the work that the fund supports in that aim.
We envision
a region that is environmentally, economically, and politically interconnected,
where we understand and appreciate our interdependencies,
our differences,
and our mutual responsibilities.
A region where power and resources are distributed equitably,
empowering everyone to participate in making decisions that affect them.
A community free of exploitation and oppression.
One marked by optimism, joyous struggle,
a spirit of problem solving,
and a sense of belonging.
A community that encourages risk and innovation in the service of justice.
A collection of communities, each proud of its own identity.
And committed to sharing a common destiny.
Join us.
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 Join us.